After a long time, I thought let's do an update from Pakistan. This is where I'm at, and it's known as in the territory of Pakistan, the sun rises in our area. So the standard time is set from our area, and you can see the sunrise at the back. This is the view. These are the rice fields. And these fields in the front are for animal fodder. Both sides of this path, both sides of these fields are animal fodder. This is mulberry tree, but this is wild mulberry tree. This is the wild mulberry tree in Pakistan. These trees here, they are jacarandas. Purplish color flowers. Sometimes they bloom twice a year, sometimes just once. This year around, they haven't bloomed in the autumn. So yeah, alhamdulillah, it's a very nice looking, beautiful flower. And as we walk towards the farm, the next field on our right hand side once again is fodder for animal, and you can see the sun rising, sun coming through. It's quite nice and pleasant this morning because it rained last night and the weather has improved a lot. Otherwise it gets very hot. So as we enter here, we have Angel's Trumpet, which is struggling. I don't see any leaves on it, but the right side has died, left is still alive. I'm probably going to take some cuttings of left side and try to plant them somewhere else. Here we've made a vegetable garden here, which I'm working at a very slow pace, but moving slowly in the right direction, onwards and upwards. Here on this side, next to the wall, we've got Malabar Spinach. This is this purplish stem one. I've got that green stem one at home as well. And some other trees. This is an area where we keep our cows. And this is kind of, the vegetable garden slash food forest. Because these are two guava trees. This is apricot, which fruited heavily, I've been told. Just next to it, we've got turmeric plants, quite healthy. We are hoping for a good harvest. I mean, it's not massive on a large scale where we're gonna sell, but for our own consumption, for health purposes. Some mulch that I am stocking because this is a season where we are quite low at mulch, and this kind of carbonaceous material we're quite low at. Here I've got some rocket plants. Once again, not a lot, but a few. I'm going to plant some more now because the weather is getting right for them now. A bit late, but still, better late than never. This is a pumpkin plant. Let's see how it does. Let me show you guava flower for those who haven't seen it. This is a guava flower, which is going to turn into a guava fruit. And there are fruits on this tree, alhamdulillah. One more thing I wanted to mention is that the shape of the trees, I've made it into like a fountain. The way I have pruned them, these two trees. Apologies for the calves making noise because it's their breakfast time and they're waiting to be fed. So here I've got radishes right on the top. Then there are turnips which are sown too close. We'll probably thin them out a little later. And then there are carrots and some coriander on this side. This is curry leaf plant. And another guava, this is that apricot tree. This is the tree where the wasps are. Haven't yet been able to remove them or persuade them to move is more likely. These are the ginger plants at the back. And they're doing quite nicely. In front where you can see this heavy mulch, I planted some potatoes, the baking type of variety. I sowed some more carrots here, and while I was working I had to go away, and the crows, they're quite naughty in our area. They they messed around with this bag of seed, so all the seeds got scattered here. So you can see quite a lot of seeds coming through. So I don't know what comes through and how. We'll see. Here we've got once again turmeric plants. You can see a turmeric root just there. We're gonna earth them up and cover them. Here I've got some Jerusalem artichoke plants. I'm trying them in Pakistan. Last time it did work. So I'm hoping it's going to be a successful experiment this year around. If it does, I'm going to be more careful and try to save seeds. These are some plants which look like spinach. I forgot to put the label in it, and as they come through, I thought I'll put them in a place and let's see what comes through. Here once again there are some more ginger plants. They're quite close to this wall, and right outside we had quite a lot of trees which were shading this area, so they were stunted, but their growth wasn't that good. But now I've removed those trees and some more air comes through. Some more sunshine is coming through. So I'm hoping they're gonna improve. So this is an orange tree which is laden with fruit. It's abundant, and the tree is small, the fruit is so heavy that we have to stake it. This is grape wine, which is it's a red seeded grapes. A few of my experiments which I've been unlucky with, one of them is this corn glass gem. Every time I try to plant them, there's something or another happens, and it doesn't come up as I would like it to. So once again it's scattered, not enough plants. I'll try to direct sow some plants in here and see how it works. Here a few days back we planted some white potatoes. This whole area we're gonna start planting the other variety, the red potatoes. Here is a pomegranate tree, pomegranate bush, and an olive, and then a couple of lemon plants. Beyond it, I'm not sure what is the botanical name of this plant, but it's known in our area as jiku. You can see the fruits in it. They're quite small, developing, but they get a lot bigger than this. They get a lot bigger than this. Then we got a fig plant right next to moringa. This tall plant is moringa, and we keep chopping and dropping it. Then we've got a couple of loquat trees. They both fruit slightly at different times. I need to keep a record. I need to observe them this year round. Which one fruits when? And here you can see loquat flowers. They smell quite nice actually. This is all that we have pruned to make space, because this whole area where I'm standing was completely covered and we couldn't plant anything here. And we needed to trim these trees to get them into a shape that we like. So we went through and pruned these plants heavily. As you can look at this tree. It's a local tree known as drake. I don't know the botanical name of it. So once again, this is part of our food forest that we're going to be working on. And these are our calves. This is a hibiscus plant. Beautiful flowers, full of flowers. Another lemon tree here, and but I thought this one is buried, but it isn't. There's another lemon tree which needs to be moved because it's too close to the pathway. And there is this native tree, I forgot the name of it. Then we've got a row of trees here at the back, and this whole place in the front, I'm going to convert it into vegetable garden. It's going to take some while because I need to, as you can see the water here, once it dries, I need to get a tractor in to plow it and level it so we can grow what we'd like to grow in it. The vegetables and stuff can go in it. Here is a dairy side of our farm. Alhamdulillah, we've got a few cows. And yeah, this is the dairy side of it. This is the chicken's front yard. I have not let the chickens out for for just over a month. I haven't let them out. They've been out on and off, but I'm letting this area grow. And the plan is, at that far end, I'm gonna have a small entrance for them, and I'm gonna extend this wire mesh this wire mesh thing beyond, and make maybe 4 gardens, and then we can let them in whichever garden we would like them to go into. Once again, we cut some trees. There's lots of pruning which has been done, and coppicing I'll show you some coppice trees that we take, that we enjoy the wood from. I've got a few bunnies as well. There are 4 of them here, and then I've got 3 on the other side. And right next to them are our chickens. Got a couple of geese in them. They're quite noisy. They're gonna make lots of noise, but I'll just show you how it is. Lots and lots of straw at the bottom. No smell, no stink. Very clean. You come in here, you go, and your shoes are clean. This chicken feels like it's not doing very well. I need to look into it. And when we bought these, we were given these as a pair, and it turns out that they're both male. So we are looking for some females to get some eggs and have some to breed them. Very early in the morning, next boxes are empty, but inshallah soon we'll have some eggs in it. So here once again I deliberately made it so deep in here, so we can, if we want to use the, not if I want to do that deep bedding method. In that sense, we can just fill it up to this level where we're up to the bricks, and that level, and then every now and then we can empty it out. So we are throwing stuff in at a slower pace right now. We are throwing stuff in at a slower pace right now. As I mentioned, that we don't have enough of brown material right now. So as the rice are harvested, we'll have some more stuff to throw in. Here we dug a pond which has gone dry, and I would like it to go dry right now, because once I make beds there, I'll try to scoop up this mud from here and throw it on my beds. That will make the pond a bit more deeper, a bit bigger, and I'll have nice healthy soil to go on to my plants. Right next to the pond we've planted a banana tree. I don't know what happened, but the top broke. It's just sitting there, and what I did, I cut it off, and now you can see a new shoot coming through from the center, and it's gonna become a good plant because it's a banana tree. It loves water, and right next to the pond is gonna be a good help. I bought them as these rabbits. I bought them as New Zealand white, but there are only, I think, 1 here, maximum 2. There are only 1 here, or maximum 2 of them, who are in a reasonable weight range, and 1 on the other side is a good sized one. Rest, they are very small for that type of breed. This type of plant, which is we call drake, I'm not sure what's the botanical name of it. It grows very fast. And here I've got quite a few of these trees that are coppice, and we get these long shoots that we can harvest every year, and they can be used as stakes or stuff like that. Rest, this old material that we've chopped off is gonna drop the leaves off as a compost, and we'll use some of the wood as hugelkultur and other stuff like that. Here once again there were too many of these trees which I thinned heavily to, there's a peach tree at the back, And there's another tree here. I'm not sure, I forgot. I think it is apricot or something like that. So they can get some sun. Behind that there is another citrus tree, which was completely covered by these trees and didn't get much sun. So we've opened the sky up for that tree as well. And then these are bananas. That banana that I showed you previously went from here. It's one of the small bananas that we transplanted from here. This is banana circle, which we've topped up with wood, lots and lots of wood. It's gonna break down. I've done this many times here. We pile it up and it breaks down, it sinks in. A few days back when I was chopping these trees, I was knee deep in it. So it was completely gone. We're gonna put some more manure on top, and these banana trees love it. We've been through a drought. Yes, I know south of Pakistan has been underwater, but north and eastern side we've been in drought. But you know, these banana trees never got watered because of all this stuff that was in it. As we come out at the back, this is where I'm planning to plant some vegetables around this year round. Here's one of my swales, the first one. Swale is at the back, and then there's the mound, and I've got plenty of trees up here too. Just the beginning part of it. These plants around, they're once again drake, but this plant in the center is almond plant. This one in the center is almond plant. And there was this plant which died. We've got a poplar, we've got ginger right next to it, then jamun, there's another tree, chiku, curry leaf, rubber plant. These are our native shisham, and then drake, and then behind it is another poplar. And then there is a fig tree here, and there's a beautiful fig on it. On the wrong side, there's quite a lot of sunlight coming through. See, beautiful fig. It's ripening, it's very nice. But it's a new plant, and what I did, it had a branch which was too low, so I grabbed it and put some soil on top, and it made another plant. So this now, once it goes dormant, we can take it off and plant it somewhere else. Bismillah. And there are some figs. Yeah, the birds love them, and they get to them generally before we can get to them, but that's fine. And here I've got a goji berry plant. It's not for this kind of weather and environment, so it doesn't do that great. It keeps flowering, but it has never fruited. Then there's another guava tree. This is berry, citrus, guava. Then again that same berry. Then there is a native fig tree, which we intend to leave for the birds, for it to go up high, and we keep the other ones down for ourselves. So yeah, there are plenty of trees here in the front, in the middle, and at the back of this swale, and I'm quite happy with the way it's developing. Now this year round, I'll start sowing vegetables around here once this fodder is cut and we get the land prepared and ready for make the beds, and then the vegetables start going in. There's another swale behind it, but I'm not going to go there at the moment because it's quite wet. And giving you a bit of an overview of where I am nowadays, what I'm doing, and I hope that you guys like it and follow me and give me the input, the ideas that you think are good. This is a big heap of manure where we keep piling the manure out here, and then at the end of the season it goes into the field and gets plowed in. I'll be starting a pile of compost soon, which in that Berkeley style, which would make compost in, I think it is 18 days if I'm not wrong. So yeah, we'll do that. Here is our food forest, where there's forest on the top, and then we grow fruit on the top and vegetables at the bottom. Some lovely rose bushes, mango tree. Yeah, there's another mango tree hidden underneath there. Star jasmine. Then we've got one of those palms down here, one here, a couple of silver palms, which I gave a little bit of treatment the other day, and I'm hoping they're gonna grow faster and better. There is a Pakistani mulberry tree. It's a red colored one. These are some lovely pigeons that we've got. So they just fly around. Every morning we let them out. They just fly around, enjoy themselves, and they look very pretty. This is the area where I used to keep the chickens, and this is all of this is the compost I made using the chickens. We got a small puppy here, and these are the rabbits I was talking about. That, these two are I'm quite sure these two are male, and there's a female back there. So this is kind of just about a bit of an overview where I am at, what I'm doing, and yeah, it looks very nice. All these birds flying around, and that bird over there is taking bath. She's enjoying the salt. We put rock salt. They enjoy it. Once again, this side, I pruned these trees. I need to, take this wood, pile it somewhere else. So this is about it for now. Do let me know if you find it interesting, so that we can maybe make some more videos like this. So that's it from now for today. Thank you very much for watching.